Grand Rising, good morning and good day. Happy Wednesday. I hope that you all had a wonderful, wonderful Valentine's Day. This is just a little bit of a vulnerability post and an update. So this morning as I was driving and taking my son to his ABA session, I had a couple of things going through my head and some realizations. So my thought for today is I am not chasing I win. I am not chasing myself. Every tool, every gift, every skill I use to make I win successful, I have right now. The road is open for my success. So for those of you who don't know, hi, I'm Iadania. I am a spiritual awakening doula for the diaspora, specifically in the United States, as well as an Ifa priestess. And I was recently laid off from the job I had in corporate America for 10 years. And I can't say that the ending, I didn't see how it was going to end. I knew that there was an ending coming. I could sense it. There was something, all the things were pointing towards it. But still, it was still one of those things that it was like both a surprise and not at the same time. I hope that makes sense, because I had already been getting the signs that it was coming. I just didn't know the day, I didn't know the day that it was coming. So I Win is a women's organization. It's an employee resource group. And so for those of you who don't work in settings where they have these, this is basically, think about it, corporate clubs. That's the best, that's short, sweet. It's a club for corporates that is designed to help different groups, whether it's ethnicity, gender, whatever, different diversity groups come together to make sure that that the company is doing things that are more inclusive. It's to give people space to talk and have conversations about topics that are important to them and various other nuances. And it's also an opportunity for people to stretch themselves. So there's always a national level one, and my particular office did not have a local chapter. Now, my mentor wanted to launch a local chapter, but she did not get a chance to do that prior to leaving the company. So both as something to have for the office and also an homage to her, I went to work on launching one. So when later on, I realized that I was the only what's called an individual contributor. I was the only non-manager to launch and lead a chapter in this particular organization. And I also had the largest chapter. Not only did I have the largest chapter, I had the largest group in the building. Not only did I have the largest chapter, the largest group in the building, I also had over 80% engagement in all of our events. So you're probably sitting here thinking like, wow, that is amazing. And it is. And it is. It's an amazing thing, and it's an amazing feat. And I am very grateful to the team that supported me in seeing all of this come about. And it meant a lot to me. Like that was my baby. Like that, much like my business is now, that was my baby. And I realized recently, especially this morning, there is frustration related to the me that was doing it and the me now. And a lot of people say I'm in they're in competition with themselves, and I don't resonate with that idea at all. The me that was before made way for the me that is now. So why would I be in competition with that person? I should be looking to them and learning and knowing what things that they made come about, and how they made it come about, and how they overcame certain things, so that I could be who I am today. And what I found myself is being jealous of myself, because I had successfully executed a number of events, even beyond I Win, like even when I was working at the Hut and doing Kids Night, I had successfully orchestrated these events that had massive turnout, like massive turnout. Like more than one event with over 100 people. And so this morning I'm driving and I'm thinking about all the people who came to those who are also my friends on my social media. who can see, who have either been tagged, seen, whatever, they see that I'm actually doing, especially the things I'm doing for women and womb holders and things of that nature. I'm still doing that work. I'm just not doing it in a corporate setting. And I'll be honest, there was a part of me that was like, oh, this is going to be dope, because these people who already had told me on more than one occasion they would only come to things that I was executing. Well, now I'm doing these things in a more broader scale. I've never seen one of you. Like, and that, I didn't realize how hurt my feelings were about that, and how much it tied into where I'm healing. I am healing distrust in women. I'm healing distrust in my sisters. See, I always felt like when I did the Goddess Gathering, things like that, they would be like, yo, this is dope and I want to be a part of this thing. And I saw a post recently. It's like, it's not the thing, it's the fact that you're the one that's in charge. You're the one leading it, and they don't want to give that to you. They do not want to follow you. And, you know, there's always a part of me that doesn't believe anyone can feel that way about me. Not to not want to follow, but like more than once in a reading or something, it's like they're jealous. And I'm like, I had to reacquaint myself with what it meant, that actually means, and how that could manifest. And it bothered me, because I always felt like it didn't matter to me if we were doing the same thing. The world is abundant. We can all eat. I'm going to share your stuff. I'm going to, like, if I can be there, I'll support it. But otherwise, I'm going to try to get other people to come, because I'm also fully aware that every teacher, like I say this all the time, every teacher isn't meant for every student. And that's why every student isn't meant for every teacher. And so if all the teachers just decided that we're all going to eat regardless and shared each other's stuff and shared each other's content, the students would be able to readily find us, because we're not in competition with each other. We're simply making it available so that the students that are aligned to us have easier access to be able to see us, and vice versa. I always felt like, you know, all these people who smile, oh, I love you, and I'm going to do. I always felt like people who made posts that it's not going to be your friends that support your business. I'm like, you're just like, I'm just not trying to manifest that. But I also had to come to a realization that the more I see that, the more I'm giving that idea momentum. And the more that I look at what I did with I Win as a competition, the less likely I'm going to be able to replicate it. I did the Goddess Gathering, and I absolutely enjoyed regularly having womb holders come and share sacred space with me. But when Spirit said, you can't keep doing this for free, you are like, you can't. And if like you're giving of your energy and you know you're exhausted, and that hurt. It hurt. It's like, ugh. But you know, I got bills to pay and things like that, and you're giving your time and you're not getting, there has to be something reciprocal. And so I'm like, okay, well, I just do a little something. And, you know, that immediately just dwindled, not there. And, you know, even like, but I'm like, it's not the money. I said I was doing Soulful Saturdays for free. And that was the conversation. I can't even come to get them to come to the free stuff. Why would they pay? That was the conversation I was having with my ego. It's like, my ego is like, they won't even come to your free stuff. Why would they come to the things where they have to pay you? They don't even see your value when it's free. So why would they see your value when it's not? And I had to like really sit with that, like limiting belief. Like I really had to sit with that, because that's a limiting belief that they're not going to see your value. And I have just decided that I don't care if you're a friend or a stranger. That's where I'm at. I do not care. I do not care. Whoever is meant, whoever I am for their highest good, they will find me. And I'll make sure of it. I'll do what I need to do. And that's why for the next couple of days, I'm not going to lie and say I'm going to be in hermit mode because my kids are going to be here. I'm not hermiting when kids are in the house. But I am going to be like, I can't talk to y'all right now. I keep pouring. And every time I do, I am literally exhausted. And I had to like really sit with that reality. It's like and I'll just be tired. I'll just be tired. And I'll just be like, oh, well, I was up early and things like that. And that's not what it is. It's not what it is. So I have to do what's going to fill my cup right now. And you have no idea how hard it is for me to make that decision because I'm so used to giving to everyone else. But more than one person, more than one diviner, you have to stop giving yourself away. And I'm like, bruh, like you have to, like you got to charge. Like it's just as simple as that. You have to charge for your services. You are doing too much for free. So, yeah. So that's what it is. Embrace the ethereal, which I have coming up on the 24th of March. That's the first time I am allowing myself to be out as a priestess, like really be out. I can do divination all day, but like to really let myself like be in ritual in that capacity, in that way, to lead a group in giving offerings and honoring the ancestors, honoring the mothers, honoring Orisha, honoring themselves, to do a group healing in that way. But I booked the venue. With not a ticket sold, I booked the venue. Paid in full. And that was terrifying. It's like, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do it. Because they were like, it's too close to the time. You have to pay, go ahead and pay it. And I'm like, all right, fine. Because the venue part was really a struggle. Like everything else I could see, but the venue was just like a challenge. And it was like, I need to be close to the river. And it's not a whole lot of spots like that around here. And I was like, all right, like, Ashe, here it is. And this is what we're going to do. And sometime last week, maybe, my homegirl that does waist beads, shouts out to Naquan. She reached out to me, hey, let's talk about your event so that I can make sure I got what I need to do done. Because she's going to come and lead us in making our own waist beads. And that, I'm so freaking excited. I'm excited. We're going to make our own waist beads. And then we're going to have a ceremony. It's going to be a ceremony where we tie each other. And if weather holds, we're going to do that at the river. If weather holds, we're tying each other at the water. And that's why I say you got to wear comfortable shoes. Come in white, but make sure your shoes and stuff is comfortable. Make sure it's white that you don't mind getting dirty. If you can't wear white, wear something light. Like, I can see it. But this morning I realized I am allowing my own self to hold me back. It's like sometimes I have to remind myself that me is me here. That me is me. It's not too different from me. Like all of the things, all of that leadership, all of those creative ideas, all of those things are actually still right here. But now you're going to see who's really there. See, they could easily have been coming because, oh, we're coming for you, but we also get to get away from our desk. So that's really why we're coming, and then you were just an extra. But the actual driving force was I get to be away from my desk. And I say that's okay. But I'm not going to lower my prices to make my friends come. I'm not. My price is what it is. Even for a basic reading, I don't know how to do a basic reading. That's why you're not ever going to get a basic reading price from me, because I don't know how to do a basic reading. I only know how to divine. That's what I know how to do. So even a reading is basically a mini divination. I don't do basic readings. Even if you do one of those days where I'm like, I just want to give you something like $8 or something like that. You can ask anybody who's got one of those $8 readings. That wasn't a basic reading. They got divination. So no, I'm not lowering my prices just to make my so-called friends come. The ones who truly are my friends that want to support in a financial way will pay. Naquan is a good example. My homeboys are a good example. Even my homeboy who was in my show bought a ticket. Let me say that again. My poetry show, my homeboy that was actively in the show bought a ticket. I had people buy tickets, but they couldn't show. They just simply bought one on general principle. So no, I'm not lowering my prices. Especially considering you have not one, but two options to just do payments. You can do pay in 4 on my website. Absolutely. If you're approved, you can do pay in 4. If you want to join my course, I have payments monthly and bi-weekly. If you want to come to the event, I have said on more than one occasion, you want to come, but you can pay bi-weekly leading up to the event. All you gotta do is ask me. I'm not hard to talk to. All you gotta do is ask. So yeah, I got some things to do over the next couple of days. Yeah, I'm still gonna be posting content. So if you want to interact with me, by all means, comment on my content. Because that's the other thing. It's like, I'm watching, you don't say nothing. Why wouldn't you say something? You don't want nobody else to know that you watched. Why wouldn't you like it? Like, that just seems weird to me. I'm going to watch your stuff, but I'm not going to interact with your stuff because why? Because I've had more than one person stop me on the street to tell me how much they watch my stuff, but I've never seen them like it. I've never seen them comment. I've never seen them share, but you stop and tell me you're watching. Then why are you lurking? Like, what are you concerned about? That somebody's gonna know that you liked my stuff? So, like, don't tell me you've been watching my content and you ain't engaged. Because honestly, I find it odd. And then it's kind of insulting. You're kind of like the boyfriend that you have who wants to, you're kind of like the guy that's dating the chick that nobody else thinks is pretty. He actually thinks she's pretty, but because none of his homeboys think she's pretty, he's going to lie and say, oh, that's not, That's what you're giving. That's exactly the energy you have. You should probably sit with that. But that's all. I felt like I needed a hold a lot of stuff in. One of my god siblings said it would be cool to just see me pop off one day. I was like, it's internal. But today I felt like I really needed to like get some stuff off my chest. So yeah, watch for the content. Because it's coming. More stuff about the event is coming. And for those, because I got asked by a couple of people, I do have another poetry showcase coming. It's Spirit hasn't told me when and how it's going to unfold yet. So I do want to do one. I kind of want to do one like really intimate, like at a house, like rent out a house and make it like a really intimate evening. So I just got to see what that could look like. But yeah, I'm no longer competing with myself. Me and that chick that was president of Island, we the same person. A priestess is like, we about to do some things, and I'm here for it. Thank y'all so much for watching, and those of you who have been supportive and watching and engaging, and thank you. Those of you who book services, buy my book, go download something, even just come to my free stuff, thank you. You have no idea how much it means. It means a lot. So I just want to say thanks. I've been at this for 2 years. And hold on. Let me just say, I posted an update to my business, and it was so like all the beautiful congratulations. But then I was wondering, do y'all not realize right now I'm working for myself, or that that business has been in existence for now will soon be 2 years? And then I just simply updated what the title was that I refer to what I do. I was wondering, like, congratulations was both nice, but then I was like, I wonder what they're thinking about when they say congratulations. Do you think I got a promotion? I mean, I don't think I promoted myself. Not really. I think I just changed how I promote myself. So, but I say thanks for it. But in case y'all thought it was like a promotion, that's not what that was. Okay, all right, that's all. Thanks. Take care. Bye.